So again, 1 bolt, 2 bolt. Oh God, 3 bolts. Okay, so we got the hub on the floor. So we gotta remove this retainer, and I'm gonna bang out the hub, and we're gonna remove the retainer. So those are the 2 things. So like I said, you're not gonna see everything in detail, so you just need a retainer or tool here to squeeze this and get this guy out. I'm gonna go get that and see if that works out for me, and if it doesn't, then I'm not gonna record. But bang it out and use the press like I have right there. You gotta use the press. My toolbox is kind of crappy here, and they're broken to my toolbox. So ever since then, I haven't been dedicated to it. And so this is the retainer right here. So it's not gonna be easy. I can't do it with the one hand, so bear with me, guys. Once I have it off, I will show you guys. Okay, guys, good luck to me from you guys. So I kind of banged this little guy. This retainer kind of lifting up, and then it drops right back in. But usually they're not that easy. So make sure you heat these up. Bang these out if you need to. So once I get it lifted a little bit, then I should be able to put my screwdriver down below. I don't know why I brought this broken screwdriver. I had so many screwdrivers to mess with. And see how stupid I am today. I had probably 50 screwdrivers there, and I decided to bring out this stupid broken screwdriver. Now it's back in its place where we started from. Let's see, I'm gonna give it another temp. Once it's up, I'm gonna go get another screwdriver. Flathead is what I need. It's back in there good. Doesn't even want to move anymore. If I can lift it up and leave it to the side a little bit, then we can just continue to work. Okay. Come on. Wish I had another set of hands here with me today. Okay, got the back end of it out. Just be careful you don't hurt yourself. You drop right back in. You drop right back in. Not so bad. I thought it was gonna be so difficult that I wasn't even gonna get to move it around, that I might have to call up a new hub. There you go. This guy's out. And it came out pretty good. So now it's time for me to bang it out. That's the part I'm not gonna record. So I'm gonna bang out the hub, and then I'm gonna press out the whole bearing. But the bearing's gotta be pressed out from the other side. So hub has gotta go out first. So guys, I'm over here trying to fix up the camera. I got this thing set up terribly, but this guy's got to come out. So I like to use safety as much as possible. I got safety glasses on, and I don't want nothing flying towards me. That's the only concern. And I don't think this is gonna go well. And I got a bearing into a bearing because this thing doesn't want to release. So this is the way to press it out and then see how it goes. So I'm gonna get this in and out, and then we'll show you. Okay, I got this baby halfway through, but my whole machine here kind of went off board a little bit. That's fine. This is one of the toughest bearing I ever did. So I put it, since the race all died, all the races just broke and everything. Not the race, the bearing part. So I'm using this perfectly. It sits there perfectly. But now, okay, we got an opening in the bottom. That's fine. So just be precautious. Use some safety glasses and whatever works best for you. Okay, so I'm gonna realign this little guy. In the bottom, it's gotta have an opening. The bottom's gotta have opening. I'm gonna work on it for a little bit. So if you guys got forward and everything, you're gonna be going through this hell at one point. Let's see. Okay, my jack is kind of all tilted, so we don't need. I should be putting that in there, but let's see if I could line it without it. It's already out, so it should probably just come out pretty easy. The hard part is done. So we're able to rail this right and left a little bit. You know what? I want that flat surface. Let's go up with this. And if I can manage this. This mechanic field, like I always say, is not the easiest field to be in. Things can go south, east, west, north, whatever direction you desire. So that's not working for me there. What I'll do here is I'm gonna have to remove that other guy. So we're gonna have to do this the best. Pump this guy. Is it locked in? Yep. It's going, it's coming. So the machine is gonna be a little bit wobbly in the beginning. And then we'll just line everything once it touches. Remember, you don't want the machine to be all over because then it'll just tilt to one side. And your whole bearing and everything will be going another direction. So there we have it. There you go. That seems like a good position there. But not according to this little guy. Okay, so I don't like that. I don't like how I can't get this guy to sit straight. So what we're gonna do here is either I'm gonna have to get a shorter socket, but I like that big fat socket. Let's put this straight. Okay. I do have enough room, but I just can't work it. Okay, let me hold it there. Okay, it's not giving me the spot that I need. It's not giving me. I might have to figure something out here. Once I have to figure something out, we'll come back as soon as it's done. So let me see if, there you go, it's going, it's falling down. The bearing is coming out. Once the bearing is out, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get a new bearing. I'm gonna clean this hub up really good inside, lubricate it. So there you go, it has fallen down. Perfect. Thank you, little hub, from another Ford. And we're gonna take this off. And there we have the bearing out. There you go. Perfect. We're gonna take out all the other crap. I'm gonna clean everything out, and then we'll come back and reassemble the bearing. Okay guys, so I cleaned the hub up. I put oil around it. I'm using a regular motor oil, engine oil. Put oil around it, even though this has a little bit of some kind of oil on this bearing. So put some oil around this bearing. And remember, the key now is to get this bearing nice and straight. The good thing is now we have a flat surface on the opposite side. And another thing you want to do is I cleaned up the oil race here. I don't want no dirt and debris falling in there. So this bearing doesn't have a direction. So what I would do want to do is I do want to put this bearing and push it in with this race right here. But the problem here is the center is gone. So it's okay, guys. A lot of people will criticize here, but it's okay to do something like this. I've done it before in the past, and it doesn't bother me. And let's see what we can do over here. It's all about working some magic over here. A lot of people say the bearing will get damaged, but I haven't had any case. As long as you do it properly and straight and evenly, you should be good to go. If you don't want none of this, like if you don't want none of this there, what you want to do here is you want to go up at the base, which might not be a good idea, or it might be a good idea. Okay, yeah, we're fine. We should be good. I'm not sure. Okay, yeah, it's not gonna work out unless I take off the bottom plate, because I got two plates down there. But we're fine like this. This is good. I'm okay. I'm happy with what I'm about to do. Long as I do it nicely and correctly and evenly, I have no regrets of what I'm about to do right now. Let's put that there. You can even use, okay, you know what? We can use this bearing right here. Perfect. There you go. We don't have to talk nonsense. This bearing is a little bit smaller than the diameter, so it's not going to get stuck in the bottom. I was worried about the other one getting stuck in the bottom once the bottom's out. So let's start pushing this baby in. Remember, once you align it, it's got to be nice and straight, okay? This is the easy part. Since everything is lubricated and nice and easy, this baby is gonna go in there like a piece of cake, like it's a bubble gum. Let's see if my camera is recording. Yep, it is. I don't want to go that far down. Okay, you see this? This is not going to get stuck. So we can go push a little bit more. I'm going to push a little bit more because I want to make sure it bottoms out. Okay, yep, it's bottomed out. It's not going to go any further. And we're in business. So all I need to do here is I need to put my retainer on, and once I have the retainer on, we're gonna continue. Let's see if I can get my retainer on. Retainer doesn't have a direction unless you marked it where you want it to be at. Make sure your retainer is nice and clean. You can even push it with your screwdriver in there. I used to do a lot of them like that. And this guy's gotta sit flush inside there, so I don't want to damage the bearing. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna tap it a little bit. And sometimes what I like to do is, there you go, it snapped in right. Snap ring if you want to call it a snap ring, a retainer if you want to call it a retainer. It's nicely in there. Now where it's critical, you need to support the center of this to work the other way around. So what I like to do is I like to use one of these bearings, and I like to use one of these and put this on the floor, and then put the hub on top, this whole assembly here, and then the hub. You're gonna have to reinstall everything. So what I do want to do here is, let's remove this out of the way. Let's take one of this off. Let's put this baby over here because we have to. Okay, you know what we'll do? We'll use this and this because it's smaller than that, because we're gonna need a lot of space. But the bearing has to sit right on it, which it's not doing. It's not doing that, so I am gonna have to use this freaking bearing that I originally planned to do so. So let's put this here, and let's flip this over. You know what? Let's use a bigger one. And so the final hub, where are you going? The final hub has to go in from right over here. A lot of people want to put their shoes on, but I can always put my shoes on later. Remember, you have a new retainer. It's up to you if you want to use a new or old. I like to use the old stuff because it's pretty good. A little bit of oil here and there. I dropped my oil at a cap. So this is the oil I'm using over here, regular 5W20. You could use any number you like. So I put hell of oil on this like an idiot. I'm gonna have to wipe some of this off. Swipe some of it off, not all of it. Okay, do try your hub into the axle first, okay, before anything, because I had cases where finish out the whole job, the hub and the axle was not a mate. So make sure you do try that. And what I do want to do here is I'm going to center this out. Okay, let's center this baby out. Once it's centered out, make sure everything sits straight. There you go. Baby is falling in there. Just make sure the center and the bottom grab the bearing. There you have it, guys. We're done. A lot of people will leave some of this out so you can finish out your brake shoes, and then the axle will compress it for you. But get the job done, and that's it. We're done. So what I want to do is I want to put everything back together, and then I will show you the complete finished product. Thank you for watching so far. Let's keep it moving.